Our weekly Web is back, and we're joined with the fifth-year head coach, Deane Webb. And Coach, as always, thanks so much for joining us and taking the time out of your day. And you guys dropped 2 matches this past weekend. You guys are now 3-3 in Mid-American Conference play. Just can you recap that past weekend for us?
Yeah, it was a great opportunity for us to play against 2 of the better teams in the MAC, and we knew it was going to be a challenge. You go into their home court and play, and both very good defensive teams. And Miami, I would say, overall was a good match. Didn't like how we played in the 5th set, but overall a pretty good match. Bowling Green was a tough one. We had our chances. We were up 19-12 in the first. Relaxed, had some unforced errors. The match changes, and by the end, it was just we really lost focus of what we needed to do out there. In the 3rd set was a tough one of the tougher sets we've played.
What do you think your team learned about themselves from this past weekend and dropping 2 matches to some of the upper teams in the MAC?
Well, I think the obvious lesson is we have a lot of work to do, and we have some goals that are high. We have belief in ourselves that's high, but we're not there yet, and that means we have a lot of work we need to do this week.
And one of the bright spots, though, was Tia Jimerson coming back. I mean, she had a pretty good weekend, too. Just from your point of view, I wanted to see what you thought about her and her comeback weekend.
Yeah, well, it was an interesting, the way that we had to go about it. She had just been cleared a few days before, and so she couldn't go all out. We actually had her on a jump count, so we're counting her jumps on the sideline, and we knew at a certain point we're going to have to pull her, and so we had to use her a little strategically, I guess you would say. We chose not to have her block jump a number of times so she could save her jumps for later, etc. By this weekend, she'll be full go. I think she struggled blocking against Miami, just the timing was off. It's her first match back. It was better against Bowling Green, obviously hit almost 700 in that match.
And this weekend, what are you expecting from your opponents?
Well, Ball State is off to a great start. They were picked to be one of the top teams in our conference, and so far they're living that out. And Toledo has been, I think, a surprise team, and they've really battled well with some of the top teams in the conference. So we know both these opponents are going to be very good. Looking forward to crossing divisions and playing there. And personally for me, looking forward to getting back into Indiana. I know a lot of people in that area and my coaching roots there. And so looking forward to this trip.
Coach, good luck this weekend. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.